Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
We're watching Play Replay with Async. Today I want to talk about the idea of a Masters of the Universe video game. Now in the past I talked about a Masters of the Universe movie that Netflix is quote unquote making. We'll see about that. But I just wanted to throw the idea out there because I have a lot of ideas when it comes to this type of a game. And I've always wanted to have a Masters of the Universe video game. I'm a collector. I collect Masters of the Universe Origins figures whenever they stock them, which is very rare. But yeah, so I'm just kind of getting an idea of what people might think of that, you know? Because it seemed like that video that me talking about Masters of the Universe, the movie, or a movie, not the movie from the 80s, actual Masters of the Universe movie. But this time I want to talk about Masters of the Universe video game. Because I think it would be awesome if we could actually get a property like this and do it right. I think a Masters of the Universe video game should be done like open world. Of course, you know, Elder Scrolls Skyrim is the first thing that I think a lot of people's minds would go to, where you could just go out and talk to people or whatever, and you know, do missions and all that stuff, and have a main story and all that, open world. But I wouldn't say that. I honestly would like to have like more of a open world game. But I would think like Far Cry Primal. That was a video game that came out a while back, and in that game you're riding a giant saber-tooth. So right away you feel like He-Man riding Battle Cat. So I mean, come on, that seems about right for like a. I mean, they could almost reskin that game and use that as like a beginning version of what the game would look like, you know. But I just think it would be cool to be able to ride Battle Cat and go from place to place. It would kind of probably be similar to a Zelda game in a lot of ways too. And I think you should be able to play as, of course, He-Man, but you should also be able to switch, like have like a room where you could switch characters and play as whatever character you want. But unfortunately, I think that would take up a lot of memory to have 150 different characters to play for random people. Now that seems to work for like a fighting game, like a Mortal Kombat or something. But when it comes to like an open world game that you're going to go and play a story, I feel like it's just not going to be feasible to have. I don't know, maybe, but I don't really want it to be a massive multiplayer type game where like, I don't play those, and I just like to play by myself on these consoles and stuff, and that's just not something I'm into. I know a lot of people are into that, and that's fine if you're into that, but just for me, I enjoy a game where it's like Fallout, and I could just pick up the controller and just go and play and find things, you know, whatever. I shouldn't say Fallout because that's a game that I always buy, but I never really play that much. But Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim, I have played that one through pretty far. When they got mods and stuff, I was super happy. And there was a mod I seen on YouTube of a Castle Grayskull that somebody had. And then I looked in the mods on my Xbox, because the Xbox has a ton of mods. I couldn't believe how many mods they had for this. And I was like, do they have it in there? I couldn't figure out if they had it. It seemed like it might have been an older mod, so maybe somebody took it down. I don't know what happened to it. But I just thought the idea of being able to go to Castle Grayskull in Skyrim was freaking amazing. That was just amazing. I really wish I could do that. I mean, in Minecraft, I built a Castle Grayskull, but that's in Minecraft. I mean, anybody can build anything in there. But, yeah, but as a video game, I think it would be awesome to be able to play, of course, as He-Man. But if you're playing as He-Man, now there's a trick. If you're going by the original story and like the cartoons and stuff, Well, he has to turn from Prince Adam into He-Man. So now it's going to be like a Incredible Hulk type of scenario where you got two different versions of the same guy. And then I feel like the studios that make the video games are going to be like, well, we have to have this part, this area for Prince Adam because he's not He-Man, and then have him turn into He-Man, then he can go into this. And it's like, I don't know if I like that. I just kind of think that he should just be He-Man because it'd be too hard for these companies to understand the story kind of around He-Man and Prince Adam and all that. But I just think it'd be awesome to be able to have an open world He-Man game. And like I said, I'm looking at this new Zelda game. I'm not playing it, but I see people posting videos. I don't have a Switch, so I need to get a Switch. I don't know. I feel like I'm late to the game, but I really enjoy some of the games I've seen on Switch, but whatever. I don't have the money right now. So, but the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, that just looks so awesome. And I could just picture an open world like that and just have Masters of the Universe characters in that world. There's so many things you could do and so many places you could go that's in the Eternia, in Planet Eternia. You could go or whatever. You could go to these places and visit different things from the cartoons and from the comics. You could tie in so many Easter eggs. Fans would just go crazy. They'd probably play this game for years. So it'd be worth it for a studio to actually do this. I mean, and plus newbies, like people that don't know about Master of the Universe, if you make the game good enough, I got news for you. They will play it. It definitely will be playable and something for anybody. Skyrim, that's just kind of a generic type of sword and shield type of game. And look how many people are into that. So, I mean, if you put a name like He-Man, Masters of the Universe type of stuff, then you'll get all of the Masters of the Universe fans, of course. And then you'll get all the Skyrim people probably too, because it's like that type of stuff. Only in Masters of the Universe, there's also technology. So that even makes it even cooler. And that's the reason why I talk about The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, because that has technology and swords and shields and all that. So it is similar to what a He-Man game or Masters of the Universe game could be like. But I don't know. It's just something I'm throwing out there. Just a couple thoughts, It's always something I've dreamed of. I've always wanted to see a Masters of the Universe video game. And why isn't there a Masters of the Universe video game? I mean, a while back, like years ago when the PlayStation 2 came out, there was supposed to be a Masters of the Universe video game that came out. I think it was kind of modeled after the 2001, 2000X or whatever, Masters of the Universe TV series or the cartoon series, which was very cool. That was a cool series. And that was something that they tried to make a video game around, but I think it only came out in like Mexico or some, I don't know. It just seems weird. I've heard that it came out in someplace else. I don't know where. Don't quote me on that, but I seen pictures of it online. There's like little clips, like pictures, but I don't know if it actually came out. I'm not sure. But why can't we get that? It seems weird. They got Transformer video games. They even got a G.I. Joe video game. They got so many. They got Ninja Turtle games. Like, there's a lot of those. There's just so many 80s franchises out there for video games, or 80s franchise cartoon series anyway, that became video games. And for some reason, Masters of the Universe is left out all the time. I just don't get it. Or it becomes like a video game that you could play on your phone for a little while, and then they take it off the Play Store or the iPhone store or whatever, which sucks because I used to have that Tappers of Grayskull or whatever. Now that's not great, but it's at least Masters of the Universe. But they do something like that, but for some reason they can't do a full-blown actual video game where they take it serious. But it is what it is. I don't know. I just wanted to throw this out there and kind of see what people thought of this, because it's something that I think about quite a bit. I always want to play a Master of the Universe video game. I'm so into it, but it's not something that's happening. These big corporate giant companies that own video games and make video games, They don't want to take a risk, it seems like. They just want to do what they know makes money, and it's just ridiculous. And now they're doing remakes of video games instead of new franchises and new stuff, and that sucks. But I figured I'd throw that out there and see what you guys thought. Leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you think about this. And like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.